Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. Uh, how is everybody? Doing well, I hope. Not currently smoking anything at this very second. I want to take, if I can, give you a rough, I won't even call it tutorial. Just another way of how to do it. You all see that okay. Dip your pipe in there. And then come back behind. It helps if it's looser, because what I will be smoking is GLP's Westminster. But just kind of do that a couple times till you get your essentially how much you want in there. Now you don't have to smoke a full bowl every time. It's because you're may not have that kind of time. Not everybody doesn't mind to smoke half and then put it in their pocket, and they don't want to waste it because they always feel like they have to tap it out. And, you don't. If you have a limited amount of time to do it, to smoke your pipe, just make a half a bowl or 3/4, or be sure and carry two. That way you've got one size and then you've got another size. Like like these two here. This is a bit bigger. I'm trying not to dump tobacco than this one here. So but of course I don't care to set mine down. So once you have your designated amount, now you always want to make sure and kind of press it down with your finger, but you want it to bounce back up. And I'm done with this, so I can put this away. Get a good angle. See, it's pressed down, but it kind of wants to come back up. That's your main. That's a big deal, respectively speaking. Excuse me. Check the draw. Normally, you should try and shoot for a respectively easy, clean draw. So, if you have to force it, I dump all that out and redo it again. You don't have to push very hard. And matter of fact, depending on the tobacco, which is a lesson I've learned, some of them you just kind of gravity feel, kind of a little bit of what was doing there, roll it in the can, and just kind of push it down, and then kind of knock that in there, and then do it again. I'm impatient, so I don't like to just knock. I'll take and just press gently. Just press gently on the tobacco. Because, you want to have a little bit of a pocket down here. You don't want it all the way completely in the bowl, or at least that's the way I normally try and do it. That way you have a little bit of air, and it also gives a little more cooling time. Again, in my opinion, this is how I do it. Then get your flame of choice, using the old Zippo. Now, we've got that started. Use your tamper or your finger, like the dreaded tiger. I've got tampers. I've only got 8. I can't fit my thumb in my pipe. Or if I did, I'd burn it off for sure. But, Okay, so tamping it down could potentially put it out. Because you see nothing glowing, just a little bit of ash, which is fine. Get your preferred light again, be it a match, a lighter. Rub 2 sticks together, bless your heart if you have to do that. I was kind of tilting, hopefully you'd see the bowl, but I'm not sure how well you can see it. So, and light it again. And, you may have to tamp it back down again. This may be a multi-step process of light and tamp and light. Now, in some respectively circles, if you want to call it that, or people's opinion, you should only have to do one false light, tamp, and then do what they call the true light, which is what we essentially did. And your pipe should be lit. Well, not everybody smokes the same thing. So, this may take a couple times, particularly if you like moisture aromatics, or if your tobacco is just generally moist. It doesn't have to be an aromatic to be moist. And what I like to do, if the tobacco is not too high, is you put a finger or fingers over it and draw. That forces the flame down on the other tobacco. So essentially, that can help light your tobacco. So, well, now that's done. Roll the window down because I'm not the only one in this van. Or I'm not the only one that drives this van. And the other guy, he used to smoke cigarettes, but he's just about quit. Now I'm happy for him, but make sure and roll the window down so it's not overly pipe smoke. Well, folks, we're that one more step closer to Thanksgiving. And we're almost the dreaded leap to, I'm not even going to say it. Makes me feel sick. That's a lie, but my wife deems that she's the holiday one and I'm the Grinch, which at one time, whenever we first started dating, it was true, but and I still am a little bit, I would say, probably, just because I don't want to put the Christmas tree up in October, which is, if she could, she probably would, or the first of November. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. But with Thanksgiving upon us, and I think that's a Saturday. It's either the day after Thanksgiving or that Saturday. Saturday. we go to get the tree. And then my mother-in-law comes over and gets to tell us how to decorate it. Or tells them how to decorate it, because I refuse. Ever since I was a child, I'd put an ornament on, someone take that ornament and move it. I ain't doing it. I'll sit there and watch you. I'll hand you ornaments. I ain't doing it. Incidentally, for those of you out there who do appreciate the Laodicea Englishes, this has been put up for almost, 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. Mask just stopped there for a second. Even at 2 years, folks, if you're questioning this stuff, or if you can get you some aged stuff already, 2 years makes it extra creamy. It's just absolutely delicious. I've always heard you can't, or you shouldn't sell a lot of Kia blends as much as you do the Virginias, but which I don't technically sell her too much at all as it is. I smoke too much, or I feel that way anyway. But it's really good. I recommend you all try it out if you haven't done so. So we had essentially a turkey. I'm not sure what you'd call that. I'd call it a turkey scramble, but actually, folks, if you think back to 2 or 3 weeks ago, well, no, probably more than that, probably last of October, toward the last of October, I talked about 2 young men heading up a kind of an outreach ministry wanting to give folks turkey dinners for Thanksgiving, pass out boxes. We done it. We were questioning if we were actually going to hit 100. Turns out we have the last count that I had everything to do 130 Thanksgiving boxes. And it's not, the 4-course Thanksgiving dinner, but it's essentially a Thanksgiving starter pack. You have a turkey that would respectively feed about 4 people, and then some sort of gravy in there, and a lot of them had the instant mashed potatoes, a couple cans of corn, a couple cans of green beans, maybe I think there was a stuffing mix, and some kind of a bread, like a Jiffy Mix. Nothing fancy, but something. Something to, for somebody who ain't got nothing. So, we went to houses, supposedly made people cry, which I told her she wasn't allowed. But, yeah. That was pretty much my weekend. the hopefully you all had some good or interesting times in yours. And hopefully you folks will have good Thanksgiving if I don't see you beforehand. So you all take care. And remember, kindness costs us nothing.